The Magic of Japa. Japa is a prelude to Raja Yoga. Japa links Siddhanta with Vedanta through the repetition of the mantra Om Namah Shivaya or Om Sharavanabhava for the uninitiated. Those who are initiated into the sacred Panchakshara Om Namah Shivaya have the advantage because the repetition of this mantra will make them eventually see directly Shiva's perfect universe, and they in themselves will become a blend of Vedanta and Siddhanta. The initiated are in preparation using the mantra Om Sharavanabhava Om, thus quieting their minds, realizing the all-pervasiveness of Shiva and seeing that the natural state of the mind when all karmas are temporarily suspended is Satchidananda, is peace, is bliss. Therefore, Japa Yoga is a prelude to Raja Yoga and all other forms of sadhana. Japa is very widespread in Hinduism, more so than meditation. Japa Yoga is easy to practice. The inexperienced can take it up immediately. It does produce certain results until they forget the mantra, which can happen. This may seem strange, but we have met devotees of gurus who had actually forgotten their mantra even after paying goodly sum to receive it. The innocent Americans and Europeans are the orphans and adopted children of Indian gurus. Some of these teachers, unaware of the critical differences of religion and culture of their newfound and eager devotees, respond by bringing them immediately into Japa and Raja Yoga, avoiding the known initiations and the basic philosophical and cultural foundations necessary for ultimate success. In the case of Indian devotees, these cultural and philosophical foundations would have been acquired within the family home. This foundation is necessary as it directs the subconscious mind, which is the inner motor of a person, preventing him from opposing, inhibiting, and invalidating the realizations that naturally occur when one practices yoga. So, first we learn the philosophy, then through japa and more advanced yogas we realize it. Whereas in performing japa and Raja Yoga, before we know the philosophy, what we previously learned may conflict with what we now realize. This can be very disconcerting. When the philosophy is properly understood, we possess right thought, right speech, and right action, which is proper behavior. This is culture. Hindu culture is very different from the European cultures, which are based largely on Abrahamic beliefs. Humility and obedience before elders and those who are wiser is a very big part of Hindu culture, as is the regard for knowledge and wisdom and the deeper philosophies. Therefore, a good character expressed day by day within the individual who is freed from anger and from contentious mental arguments is a central foundation for the practice of yoga. One without such purity should not practice japa yoga, lest he awaken the knowledge of his imperfections, which are better to keep veiled. For knowing such could send him into states of remorse, early repentance, which means being penitent before one has the stability to take on the reaction of such a momentous discovery and undertaking. To meditate, one must be free from anger, jealousy, and contention. The devotee, prior to this, to smooth out all character flaws, should practice Karma Yoga, Sivatundu, which is another word for Karma Yoga. Service to Shiva is a platform for Japa Yoga. Those who are victims to episodes of anger, to pangs of jealousy or to periods of fear should not meditate and should not perform japa. They should perform Shivatunda, attend group meditations and group pranayama sessions. This is because they must first be lifted up into the Mooladhara chakra and above. They are living below it and must raise their consciousness in order to proceed deeply into themselves. It is the group itself in this case that will lift the individual who cannot easily lift himself. This process should be guided by a strong-minded, compassionate moderator.
Oh.